I have a real life experience where I actually drowned and I was rescued and put on shore and rehabbed. So the water scenes are very scary for me.
Today at Collider, we're going off script with Olivier Richters, also known as the Dutch Giant, star of Reacher Season 3. This one is called Actor versus Character. I want to know who is more likely to win a Bavarian arm wrestle, you or Paulie?
Yeah, there was some stupidity of Paulie, right? And in the Bavarian arm wrestling, everybody that goes to the gym knows that if you do your arm like this, you could even pull your biceps off. So I would win against Alan in real life and not Paulie.
Who would last longer in a fight with Reacher, you or Paulie?
That's a good question. Paulie, because his background is a military fighter, and me as a person had to learn how to fight like that for 4 months straight, 4 hours a day. So knowing that in the book, Paulie is already a good fighter, I would take his skills any day.
Now, let's revisit some of the most intense scenes from Season 3, because in a minute, Olivier is going to explain just how he prepared for them.
Yeah, it was spread over a long time because of the actor strike. So it was 3 or 4 months. I had to eat 7 times a day because it was so much calorie burning. It was 7,000 calories to keep the same weight. And you have to imagine that I wake up, eat 2 hours of sun training, eat, sleep, eat 2 hours of sun training, eat, gym training, eat, sleep. That's what I did for 3 to 4 months. And actually, I after those months, I told my fight coordinator, best shape ever. He even told me that I became greater than my stunt double. So actually, in my first time I had a stunt double, he does a few stunts for me that were just too dangerous as an actor to do. But all the fighting is me, and yeah, the training really pulled off. So I hope I'm one of the few giants that can actually move, because it's not easy being 7'2" and 350 pounds to move as fast as Reacher does. And that was the goal.
In terms of the training and preparation, how different was that from, say, your normal day-to-day training and prep?
Yeah, so here in Holland, I have my own supermarket. I'm a businessman. You know, I train at night in the gym. I eat in between, and that's kind of it. And once or twice a week, I do kickboxing. But these months in Canada, Toronto, were all about becoming the best fighter ever. So everything about my life was becoming Paulie for the end fight after we filmed all the acting scenes. I just met the world's strongest man, Eddie Hall. I lived like him. Everything was about the training, the body, the sleep, the food. And that's something I could only do being there full time and not in Holland.
The scene where Paulie fights Reacher in the ocean. If that happened to you, how would you handle it? And are you a good swimmer?
I had to get my diver license for that, so I'm very grateful that they paid for that. And it took a long time, with the briefing. And, for the scene where I'm almost drowning, it was a long half minute underwater, and they gave me air. That's why I had to do that. And I have a real life experience where I actually drowned and I was rescued and put on shore and rehabbed. So the water scenes are very scary for me. So I told them that, and they were so kind that they brought me to a normal pool, which was not deep, and get over my fears and then practice in the deep pool and get my drive. So yeah, the water scenes were really intense for me. But when I look at how it turned out and how much effort they put in that pool to make it like an ocean with the waves, yeah, it was totally worth it to get over my fears.
If you could swap with any roles with any other actor in Season 3, who would it be and why?
Oh, Quinn. This is my first real speaking role. And Quinn as a speaking role that goes beyond that. In, for example, the Russian roulette that he does in the big house and the emotions he gets from that out of me when I was there. And yeah, definitely Quinn and him as an actor. I watched him a lot, how he does everything. Yeah, definitely Quinn.
If Paulie had a social media account, what platform would it be, and what kind of content do you think Paulie would post?
I think Paulie just wants to be left alone and do his job and live a long life. As a mean guy, I don't think he is a social guy. But no, he couldn't do YouTube as the videos are too long. It will probably TikTok with some crazy stuff he does, with the late weightlifting and military fighting. So probably TikTok, the short stuff. He is a mental capable of doing YouTube, I think.
Final round here. This is kind of the quick fire showdown. I'm going to give you some quick questions. You just say the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Sure.
All right. Hero or villain?
Villain.
Movie or TV show?
TV show.
Favorite source of protein?
Oh, good one. Steak.
Favorite muscle group to train?
Shoulders.
What's your favorite shoulder exercise then?
Side raises. Gives you this muscle and the side.
And then finally, best piece of advice you received when you first started getting into acting?
First, find out if you're not doing an Idols audition, that you really find out that you can act and you want to pursue this road. Because that's what I had to find out for myself. Do I think I can act or can I really act? And when I did, my first movie I ever did, The Kingsman. I didn't ask the director anything, and he came up to me and he said, I know this was your first part, you need to continue this. I think you can really go beyond this. So that was a confirmation for me. So the first important thing is becoming an actor, find out if you have it in you.
Was there a moment throughout your acting career when something clicked and said, you know what, I can do this?
Well, I had a lot of inspirations like the Mountains of Game of Thrones or from James Bond, Jaws, like all these giants, and even the suit roles like Alien vs. Predator. I always figured I can do that. These are non-speaking roles. But at some point I figured, can I be one of the first giants that actually speaks? And Amazon gave me, and with everybody around us, the team, producers, director, they gave me the chance to play Paulie and actually have scenes with the main character, Reacher. And that's amazing. Paulie isn't just the end fight, it was a build-up. And that was amazing for me as a 7'2" giant. You normally don't see that in any series or film. They just come in and go out. That's normally it.
There you have it, Olivier Richters off script. Who would you like to see go off script? Comment down below. And thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more exclusive insights from your favorite TV shows and films.